Cause in unity we will build our nation. Arise, Liberia, arise. Arise and take your place. Whatever the locals are meeting, arise and take your place. The flag of Liberia is flying on. Showing allegiance, showing loyalty to this nation. Liberia, in union, success is sure. Showing loyalty to this nation. Liberia, in unison, in union, success is sure. In unity we will build our nation. In unity, Liberia, we prophesy long life. We prophesy prosperity. We prophesy peace in this nation. I pledge allegiance
Well, that's a very pleasant welcome. This is Talk Sports, Sports Talk. Sorry for the distraction there, but this is Sports Talk. And let's say a very pleasant welcome to the last edition of the week. Today is Friday, the 3rd of May. And obviously, our attention have got to say this on 2024 edition of the National County Sports Meet. It's been a mixed tournament. We know that there have been some controversies. There have been some action not compatible with the sport. But in the end, we have two deserved finalists in the two categories. So we have kickball and football. We have the third place match coming up on tomorrow. As usual, as always, many people don't keep an eye on the third place match, but the attention will be placed on the Fanda, where in the kickball category, you have all fours meeting each other. River sets to take on Nimba, who defeated the defending champions, Lofa. Elsewhere, we have River G making it to the final for the first time in 15 years, taking on Lofa County, who are making it to a back-to-back final. My name is Ben. Chris Walcott is also here. Let's bring you up to speed with Chris. Chris, welcome.
Uh, it is another day, and county meet is all we have to talk about on today. Like you said, many persons or many people will not go out for the third play match, but you can see Lofa in this third place match who want to prove something with Ezekiel Sunday Toba. But it promises to be a very tough encounter, and we are here to serve you the best in sports analysis and interview. Like you said, we are just a day to the grand final.
So there you have it. As always, we are going to have some personalities on the show. Okay, and we're going to make it public at a certain point in time. If you do have interest, you will leave your WhatsApp number on the live feed there, and we got to get in contact with you. You have to express yourself. Tell us who do you support in the founder, and whether you want to come on air. Just put your WhatsApp number there. We'll send the link to you, and you're going to come on. But we are going to have in this hour of the program on the show is a member of the steering committee of Lofa County.
He's a state man of Lofa County.
Yeah, I know.
Jefferson Koji is not a member of the steering committee, but he will come on. He was so instrumental in the first time they won this trophy, and he is so passionate about sports and Lofa County. He's the former city manager of Liberia. So we have been talking, and we have to know why all of these support coming to Lofa. So we have Jefferson Koji, and we have to make this clear that we are still finding it difficult to have the guys from River G. Our camera team was at Lofa Camp today.
We'll talk about that. Don't worry,
Yeah,
Chris.
so we will talk
We will
about
really
that.
talk about that,
But-
Chris.
And
Don't
I
worry.
think sports should not go that way.
We will come to that. So, Chris have said it. We'll talk about the River G stuff, the interaction with their coach, who I think should be a CAF D lessons holder. We'll talk about that. It's a whole segment, and I have a package for him. Daniel, Sisla?
Sla.
Daniel Sla is my
Sla.
own friend. But the thing about this profession that I involve myself with is that I don't mix my profession with friendship, okay? That's why some people don't understand me. Say, oh, Ben, you're going to talk about Barca game. What are you going to say? You're a Barca man, so you need to say Barca win. No, I'm not going to do nothing. So if I can look at Grand Bassa, I put Grand Bassa on a fiery line, a fire lane. So tell me now, Lofa, Daweti, Nima, Daweti, Grand Jide, Daweti. I will do the thing.
Like I said,
my conscience, is what I've served. Once my conscience tells me what I'm saying, what I'm doing is the right thing, I have no fear to do so. Somebody criticized me, they say, oh, I was sounding, I was rude, I was using profanity on the television. I've been doing this thing for over nearly 2 decades, and I've been following professional broadcasters on television and on the radio. I will never use a word that is not worthy of being used on the television, neither on the radio. All those words that were used on the television by me on Wednesday, I stay about all those words. Those words were carefully chosen, and that was the right word to use to describe players who behave in such a manner. When those players sit in the living rooms or wherever they are, so and you get to listen to the kind of audio, and you hear a football commentator describing your action as stupidity, you start to think that you're never supposed to do what you did. It's not insult. I didn't say the player was stupid. I didn't say the player was insane. No, I said the action of the player was stupidity, and the action of the player was insanity. And I still stand by those words. Okay? I don't mince my words on such a things. I've done content commentary before. I've criticized Grand Bassa so badly to the extent that people at the ATS accuse me of not being a citizen of Grand Bassa. I was attacked at halftime, but I feel so proud I was attacked in that manner. I love to be doing commentary when Grand Bassa play in the final. I don't care. If they play good, they play good. They don't play good, well, I got the prediction correct. I said they were going to defeat, I think, Monserrato, and I said they never had a chance against
River
G. Yeah, I said it. I predicted it clearly. It's just that River G scored the goals very, very late. That's all. But River G were by far the better team, and I knew they were going to win. So let's go to the issue. Jeff Koshi will come on air and we'll discuss all that. But where do we start? We have one team in the keyboard category that is going to contest against Nima County. Now, Nima defeated Lofa in the semi-final. Obviously, that was a final before the final, if you like. That was a repeat of last year's final between the two. Nima won that, and it was a close game. I think you were doing commentary on it also.
Yes, I was doing commentary or analysis.
Okay.
And like I said, during that game, this is the final before the final. I predicted that this game will go to shootout, even though Lofa took an early 2 home runs lead, but Neymar reconsidered that, and after changing their picture, you saw how the game came out. They went to shootout, and they won on shootout, and that was the final before the final. Both teams in the final came from the same zone, and you cannot predict how it turn out, but it will be a classical display of Liberian own sports, which is kickball. And I can say, River says, it's not a team you can underestimate in this competition.
No.
Everyone thought Bombay had a very good competition, but River says proved that they are better than Bombay. The likes of Angie Yebe, they have so many classical players on River's team. So with Neymar going against River's, though we said it was the final before the final, but both teams have met before in the same competition. Both can play. So I think it will be a very intense encounter on Sunday, and I hope the best team will win. But it's hard to predict who will go
Is it that
champion.
Is it that very difficult to predict?
I think it's so difficult because if you watch how Rivers has played, Neymar, it was just because Lofa did not take advantage of their lead and felt so much complacent
Complacency.
that they have already reached there. But after the break, Neymar changed their strategy and they got that win. River G is in the final. Many thought they were the underdogs. So if you underestimate River, they could be champions ahead of Neymar.
So you heard it there from the guy who was doing the analysis and the kickball semi-final. So in the kickball category, we've got Rivers versus Neymar. Let's recall that Neymar oversaw Lofa County in the semi-final, while River G easily brushed aside
Bombing. 6 home runs to
to
1.
one. That was ridiculous. Sorry that I'm laughing. It's no mockery of anything, but I mean that's absolutely ridiculous. In the game with Lofa and Neymar, obviously it went to what we call in football extra time. And when they went to that area, nobody could win. They went to penalty shooter. In the penalty shooter, they called it further advance.
Yeah.
You want to
further
explain that
advance.
law?
So in the kickball game, once you go to shootout, 2 things comes in play: reaching or securing a home run.
Okay.
It's the first thing. The second thing is higher advance.
Higher advance. Yeah.
So if Neymar reaches first base and Lofa
Did not.
did not,
Then Neymar
Neymar
win.
obviously win the match. In the penalty shootout, you have 2 R's instead of the normal 3 R.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Neymar reached
Third base.
third base
Yeah. Before the two
before the
went
2
out.
R.
Okay.
And Lofa tried, they couldn't. And by the time they got on third base,
It was off.
2 was out.
And then they
So
lost it.
the Neymar reached the final on higher advance.
Higher advance.
So Lofa stopped at second base, Neymar ended at third base. So that's how I think the guys at the Liberia Kickball Federation is trying to modernize
The game.
the game. So gradually we are getting there. I can remember a game in the same county meet. It was Grand Cape Man for bombing versus bombing or someone. The referee fainted because they played and played and played.
Wow.
5 innings went. They
Wow.
went to extra innings.
Wow.
And they continued playing until the referee overburned energy
I know.
and collapsed.
She had to collapse.
So they have to push the game to the next day. And after that incident, the guys thought
They
about
reviewed the laws.
reviewing the law.
And they
They
amended.
thought about we can go in the shootout
Yeah.
and we can create these
Provisions.
provisions that it is applicable to the both teams.
Sure.
And I think it is working. Yesterday, we interviewed Honorable Thomas Farah, the Deputy Speaker, and he said it was his first time knowing that kickball can go to shootout.
Wow.
And I think this is the right platform for people to know kickball can go to shootout.
So there you have it. So the first of the final will be played in the female category on Sunday at the SKD. That will be around 1 p.m. And then 2 hours and 30 minutes after, you have the grand finale in the football category. It's going to be fiercely contested against between Lofa, who are in the back-to-back finals in the last 2 years, and River G, who are making their first finals in 15 years. By the way, I must have you reminded that River G have never won the football category of the competition, and Lofa have only won it once, and that victory came in 2022. So let's see how it went in the group stage. We know that River G were the primary host. They were in Group A, and Nima were in Group D in the unorthodox group, if you like. A group of three consisting of Grand Bassa.
No,
Lofa.
Nima was in.
Oh, I'm sorry,
that
I'm
group.
talking about. So
Nima was in the
C.
group of
River says Bonk,
Grand Crew, and
okay.
Nima.
And Nima. So that was a group there, and in Group A was Grand G, River G, Sino, and Maryland. Everything in Maryland didn't qualify to the latter stages. But when those two teams came to town, they had been playing so well. Let's take it back from the quarterfinal stage. Let's look at the first in the quarterfinal to the final, River G. Let's look at their path to the final when they reach the quarterfinal stage in Montserrat or Monrovia. So River G's amazing run from the quarterfinal stage into the final, beating Nima, that's Bon County, by 2-1. The goalkeeper on the night for Bon County produced a terrible goalkeeping error to lose again 5 minutes from time. We were just about taking that penalty shooter was Olomi, but in the end, I've got to say Blamo Wia scored what was a gift to him. And then in the semi-final, no doubt, River G were the better team, and they scored 2 brilliant goals near the closing stages to beat Grand Bassa by 2-0. Even though we had some Holly and Pudding delayed start of the second half, but no doubt River G were the far better team against Grand Bassa. Chris?
I think River G came to this competition as underdogs, and they took that as an advantage for them. Everyone would think they are underdogs, but I admire their fighting spirit. They are so physical, and they know where to get the ball at a certain point. Blamo Wia is a striker who doesn't give up. You saw the goal he scored against Grand Bassa. He took his time, beautiful control. He just placed the ball ahead of the Grand Bassa goalkeeper. The first goal scored by Derek from the legs who play for Freeport, Daniel Toe. And that's why I think if you are a senior player playing this competition, you need to actually show that Daniel Toe, he has had some stain with the national team under Ansumada Keita, but you can see his work rate in this competition. He plays so beautiful. The first half, I think River G thought Grand Bassa was so much of a threat, so he was restricted to play more of a defensive. During the second half, he was unleashed to go off from. And once he got the ball, he had a brilliant turn, 3 men at his back. He placed the ball for his midfielder who came running from the midfield. That was a brilliant goal. I think River G deserved being in the final.
And then the next is Lofa. We know that they had a good campaign in Group D in the unorthodox group. They opened the campaign with a 2-0 win over Margibi. The opening day, even though they were reduced to 9 men later on in the game, but they still held their nerve and they kept 2 clean sheets. They were held to a near draw against Grand Bassa as they emerged as group leaders, and they came to Monrovia. But they showed their majesty in the quarterfinal match. They won that game. Would never Lofa play in the quarterfinal?
Lofa play Bomi.
And it was
a
tense.
controversial game.
It was a
against Bomi.
tense quarterfinal. Okay, in which when the final whistle went, the referee was chased with punches over the pitch. But I thought he made some correct decision, especially the awarding the Lofa penalty with James Tapper.
You think it was
It's a correct decision. It's a penalty.
There are many
Chris,
who said
Chris.
he fired the players outside the box and
No,
the players into the box.
Let's see, television, I mean, I don't know, but it was reviewed over and over in the game. The first thing, for me, if I were the bombing coach, no excuse about that. The goalkeeper squarely blunder. If you look at the replay very carefully, the goalkeeper committed himself to the flow so early. That was a shoulder-to-shoulder, toes-to-toes run with the defender and the forward, James Tapper.
And he was in a very tight position. Could he score from that position?
What the defender was doing, black, that goal side, that red side, shuffle James Tapper towards the byline. Simple. Made the ankle acute and tight for him. He can kick from there, and the goalkeeper stays in the goal. And that's where I think the quality of our coaches will always be needed. You have to tell the coaches will tell the players, they have to be calm at always. Even in the most dangerous of situations, the best thing the players can do is to be calm. Most of the penalties that were caused in this competition because the players are not calm. If the goalkeeper was calm and had kept his nerve, he should have even look and see that it were 3 purple shirts against 1 green shirt. 3 against 1, stay in the goal. Simple. Wait and see. But he committed the ground, didn't get the ball, got the man. Now, James Tapper, the whole understanding of that thing was to have pushed the ball inside the box.
Just have a first touch of the ball.
All the way from him before he gets there. We mean he's there, and then the goalkeeper comes and clatters into it.
And that's
disappointment.
An excellent player.
It's excellent. That's good technical play. You don't blame James Tapper. If the goalkeeper, play, but the goalkeeper play like an honor, and he saw like an honor 10 goalkeeper,
like an amateur goalkeeper.
I say honor 10. The amateur certain level, you can get some level of understanding and maturity. But he was running the goal like an honor 10 goalkeeper that somebody will stay. You can commit to ground as a goalkeeper inside the box and you don't get the ball.
Especially you have a defender and an attacker.
Simple.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe running. Stay under your bar, monitor the transaction. The defender is doing it very well. The defender will usher him or push him towards the byline. Once he gets towards the byline, the angle is very tight. He's going to recycle possession and wait for partners or wait for teammates to arrive. Then they start to play again. Simple as that is. But when the coaches don't tell the player, don't panic in dangerous situation, that's what happens.
And I think, like you said, the instruction from the coaching staff depicts the kind of mentality, the reaction of the players on the field.
100% agree with you.
I've worked with Keto Smith. He's like, the ball. So in a very tight position, he only wants you to look at the ball. So if you know the ball is going this way, you just block the ball.
Simple.
He don't want you to have a shoulder-to-shoulder conversation with a player. So your eyes should be on the ball. So if you had a coach who was said, just concentrate on the ball.
That's all.
Then you could have seen that goalkeeper stay in the pool.
Simple.
And I think Alvaro Bayoga, a good coach coming up, very young. He has done so much great in the last few years or months with Discovery
Discoveries,
FC.
yeah.
I think it is a learning curve for him.
Yeah.
And if you look at the Grand Gita game, the reaction from the coaching staff, like we just said, resorted to her. Even a fan
Yeah.
reacted
I
when
agree with you.
Josepha Tagida gave or denied them. So
to speak, a penalty.
yes,
So, like Chris said, I do agree with 100%. The reaction from the coach on the technical line gives a direct picture of the players, countenance, their reaction, their action or inaction. So if the coach is very mature, very intelligent, and trusts to come before the players start, when they want raise issue, the first way they look at the bench, they look at the countenance of their coach. If the coach is positive, or once you want to raise an issue, and the coach say, "Hey, Chris, step back," everybody gets in the shot. But if I look on the bench and I see my coach, Chris Walker, he's flinging the hand,
let's go.
just say, "Ben, go ahead, punch out."
Let's take for example, let's look at Atletico Madrid. One may say, why do you go out to European coaches? The reaction from the Atletico Madrid coach shows how the players react
and
to
approach
a game.
games. Yes, I agree.
And if you see Atletico Madrid, their coach, Simone, he's so brutal from the touchline. He's a brutal guy from the touchline. And that resonates to his playing team.
Yeah,
I watched a game, the player got a red card. He's like, good,
Thank
good,
you.
good, thank you. Hey, why would a player receiving a red card and the coach is happy for the player receiving a red
In
card?
the interest of the team, probably the opposing player looks to be true on goal. It looks like a one-on-one situation, and he brings down the player, the timing of the game, and the referee says to you, the coach says to you, "Thank you," get a tap on the back, and you go. But for me, I don't think it should be broadcast live like that. I don't think you should show that broadly for the fans to see.
But that's the beauty of the broadcast now.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, the game's a very responsible game. You don't want to win at all costs. No. Yes, you can discuss that in the dressing room. Yeah, Chris, that was a very cool tackle to have brought that guy down on the edge of the penalty box. Reka, I love that. But I don't like the coaches showing that.
Good.
It's not fair.
So I thought you were frowning on the media that showed that.
Where? No, not on the media. I'm frowning
on the coach reaction.
Who agrees with the player for taking a deliberate red card. I mean, I'm saying yes, it can sometimes, but do that in the dressing room. But don't do it open. Too many people for the game. The game is so for you don't want to win at all costs. That's not the essence of the game. The game is entertaining stuff. Too many kids watch the game and they select people that play in the game as a role model. So for those sort of reasons, you don't come up publicly and say, "Oh yes, you did the right thing by fire." You just keep it cool. And when you get in the dressing room, you can hear him. You can even cut from the padam. You get you are in. And anyhow, that's to win anyhow, which is not a good thing in the game of. I thought that was a penalty. Don't get me wrong. My only disappointment with George Momo is that he should have booked the coach. The goalkeeper. The keeper should have been booked.
Like Kofa did against
Tatas Blake.
Nima.
Was that Tatas Blake?
No. Kofa the goalkeeper for the penalty against James Stafford.
That's Tatas Blake.
Yeah. He poked him and allowed the penalty and not sent him off.
No, that's not sending off. The law has been edited. Now, you can't put the man into punishment for the sin offense. We call in policy double. This is the penalty. Then you go to send the goalkeeper off, except it is a deliberate foul intended to injure the player. Then obviously the keeper has to go. When the keeper just trying to block the path of the player to not getting the player down, penalty, yellow card. outside the box where that goalkeeper, it was us, red card and the free. I prefer the penalty and the yellow card because 11-11, anything can happen. Then 10 against 11. You saw Barcelona and Saint-Germain. Okay,
Yes.
Barca were 1-0 up.
7-5.
When they were going to score the goals, when the time came, they scored 4 times.
So let's go to
Yeah.
Lofa County and see how they got to the grand final on Sunday. They are playing River G. Let's see how they got to this grand final.
Firstly, you must because controversy doesn't mean that it's not a real thing. Controversy only means that Chris and I contesting over something. I won it. I'm satisfied. Chris is not satisfied the way that I won. That is what I call controversy. Okay, so it doesn't mean in labyrinthine code. Chris, that's So let's apologize for the little technical glitch. So as we were saying, we're going to bring on the former city mayor, Jefferson Koshi. I know he's a stalwart supporter of his local team. He was so instrumental in the first time they won the county meet 2 years back. Since then, there's been no turning back, even before then and even going after. So it's a joy, real joy, to see them appear in back-to-back finals. So we'll have Jeff Kochi on. He will talk from a fanatic background for Lofa County. We're not asking him to analyze again. So the analyze, oh, and why I'm bringing River G people, we've been trying to connect with Penny River G, the senator, Senator Borchas,
He tried
the
to
coach,
say,
and
yeah.
the other people, they let us down. So Jeff Kochi, agreed to come on. So when you say Lofa will win, don't tell me say why I put Jeff Kochi on the TV. You know, you're analyst. You're looking for analysts. They're Chris and I will analyze. The mayor come say Lofa will win, and me I will not be surprised. Any score they may call that here. So,
But my thing is, even if you are from River G, Nima County,
I give you an alternative.
Yeah, you can, like you said, we'll have just place your WhatsApp number
On the web.
and tell us who you support. We can bring you on because this is National County Sports Meet and it is there to unite our people. So, Koji has agreed to come and sit. We spoke with Jonathan Borchas Civil, former Liberian International non-senator. He's like, I cannot come on. I will try and bring the lawmaker Francis Topo. And up to now, we don't want to be seen as
Biased.
we are taking side. Yeah. Let's say in a common Liberian side.
But man, in LeBron, man, anything you do is it takes so just do what you're supposed to do, Chris. Once
It just,
you are doing
it just be good with a
be professional. That's all. Just do what you're supposed to do. Anything you do, LeBron, man, will say you're taking sides. So, our production manager will request that you bring on Jeff Koji at this point in time of sports talk. Let's have his thoughts about this county meet. I haven't seen him been too much involved like in the last 2 years or so. Okay, probably he was on the field. I don't want to deny that, but I didn't see him. Most often, he will pass by our commentary booth. We'll have a word or two with him, but that was not the case. But nonetheless, he still made himself available. Okay, he's a serviceable young man. He's always making himself available in these kind of situations. So, okay. So, this is Sports Talk, Chris and me on your television. We also on other platforms. They made that Lofa track?
No, it's a Lofa don't have anything to do with gray and white. Or anyway, they have something to do with white. I thought the guys come to be in a green track, but I don't know why. Johnson Tamakoti, welcome. Hello. You know, people.
Jeff, how are you?
Well, gentlemen, it's been a quite long time in Jimon. It's my pleasure. Unfortunately for me, I was in Grand Kitman today. My Chris contacted me. I didn't plan for it. And because we are very passionate about this game, I have to make my way hurriedly back to Monrovia. And so that I could be able to participate and to be able to share my perspective as it relates to Lofa County, most certain victory come on Sunday.
Let's firstly talk about the organization of the tournament, the role of the government to unite the people, reconcile the people. This is the biggest sporting festivity for this purpose. Do you think that has been achieved?
Well, Benjamin, permit me to digress a little bit so that I can do justice to my conscience. I didn't know this very excellent initiative by you guys until a few days ago when I monitor you. I was not fortunate to be on the feed and I listened to your analysis and I listened to the program. And I just thought that this is a program. I thought it was a Ghanaian and it was a foreign platform. and I got to realize it's a Liberian-owned initiative. It's a local content. I want to publicly want to appreciate you. I want to commend whosoever is beyond this amazing platform. A person like you, it's no surprise. I saw you back then. We're back in high school. Even your late father, when he was chairperson, you've been very much passionate when it comes to sporting. I say you have become a phenomenal person. Even your analysis and the diction you use, I talk to crazy money. So I want to say thank you so kindly. But it is about Liberia. When some of us begin to advance the image of this country, it's fair enough to be able to acknowledge it and run that our support towards a very progressive person like you. As it relates to the county meet, obviously, we think the purpose of which the county meet is obviously organized is basically synchronized on reconciliation, like you see on LOFA. We come from a different political persuasion, religious persuasion, but when it comes to a county, we deem it necessary to see ourselves for one common purpose towards that. It's just like uh, this organization about the way the guys were officiating again. I think we have some yeah, I must say thank God that it has been demonstrated towards that. I think those are things I think that needs to be readjusted because its care is not taken. It will degenerate and undermine the intent of which the company is set to achieve.
Have you watched any of the content making live? Like you said, you've been falling into your sports. Have you been at the stadium? Because the last 6 years, we could see Jefferson Koji with all of the regalias when it comes to Lofa County.
Yeah, but even this team, you see the issue about I'm not a very cool sport person, but I'm a organizer and a very passionate person. We this team was we organized this team way back. Let me give homage to Cyrus and I give salutation to the steering committee. A lot of people. This team is not just now. We have organized our team way back because with the anticipation that December could have been a county meeting, but our political engagement, went otherwise. But by then the team already been organized. So when it came for the qualifying stage, I was in Mankibi. I traveled. I came back. I went there. The game against Mankibi, the game against Bassa. We were very close with the team, and even the game against Bombing, the games against Bombing, I was on the field. Even though the same old thing again about the way people been officiating, I am very certified. I know exactly the investment into the team, what we have done, and our mindset, and so that I don't want anybody trying to help the team. Even though I on the field, I was not too certified with the decision with Bombing. I didn't think that any other situation could need and Lofa don't need no assistance. I know Lofa is prepared. Lofa is I know Lofa is organized and prepared to give a showdown to victory. The only thing we're doing now is that we're calling on former official.
Okay, we have a little bit of problem, a little bit of glitch with the line. But as former Major Jefferson Kochi on the line, we hope that he returns. But he knows that the content made comes in the spirit of unison and reconciliation, which he had considered. So let's go back to him. Are you there, Jeff? Hello.
Jeff?
Yeah. I don't know what
Yeah,
part
you
Okay,
can
let's hear you.
continue from where you
But again,
stopped.
yeah, hello.
Yes, let's
Yeah, so
hear
basically,
you.
yeah,
Just
so I was
continue from where you
continue
stopped.
with what I said at the qualifying. Okay, I said as the qualifying stage, I was in Mangibi, the game with Mangibi and the game with Grand Baza. So we were there, and the team made it to town. And also the game with Bomi were also on the field. The only game I did not witness was this own game.
Oh wow, we're still having. Okay.
Okay, I think the network.
Yeah.
So, okay, Ben,
I'm hearing you, Claire. Let's go.
Okay, Ben, I said I've been following. When did they go game? I wasn't on the feed, and that's why I was able to utilize your platform, Intersport. You know,
Okay.
one of our county chairperson passed away, so I had to I have to accompany the party chairperson in Bomi County. Unfortunately for us, our county chairperson just passed out, so we had to go to Bomi, and so I could not, it was not possible to make it on the feed. But on Sunday, you can rest assured we are doing everything possible to ensure that we see now you're calling River G. River G can make it. That is an early sign of it.
You think so?
Yeah, the fact that you say Koji is coming on this platform, they know exactly what it is.
You think the line is so strong for the guys from River G?
You see, one thing important understand, you see, when you say the lion, it's not just about, you see, when people say the lion is the king of the jungle, it's not because the lion is big in the size. It's not that the lion is the strongest in the jungle, but the lion perspective of engaging situation, a perspective is bravery, a tenacity, a intensity. So it tells you exactly that the balls are cleared and prepared and to lift the car. And I was just cracking a joke with my good friend from Nima County. And they were laughing. So, Mayor, I said, come on, man, you started a process, you just have to complete it. You gave Lofa the presidency. Why don't you give Lofa? Why don't you give Lofa?
You want to go different place? I think you want to go out another place.
I love that. No, I like that. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love that.
But I've given the pathway to the final.
Yeah, yes, that's it. All I can say to you, I know River G is good. We're excited for River G. I know what it takes to be 15. In 15 years to reach this point, I know you've already said. But the reality is the reality. Nothing you can do with the reality. One, I think the entire River G team, we have studied critically, is you have basically 4%. The coach is a very experienced coach. We follow him. He was a guy who coached the King in 2019 that made what you call a Grand Crew that carried the cup. And we also have 3 players there, the 2 Weas and Daniel 2. The whole team just made a 3%. Not like what you call Lofa. Lofa has a full swing team prepared, not just today. The team has been prepared for the past almost 1 year. We've been preparing our team. And that's what we tell you when the King get. Lofa is our team. You can see Lofa has a team that he can score anytime. And that's what all we ask for fair play. We want nothing else on that. We just want for fair play. Lofa can get goal at any point in time. At any point. You have when you have a team, last year when Nima, let me just learn it. When Nima slightly took the cup from us, what we did, we treated in our catacomb, and we decided to go for the best. We decided to go for the best kind of a player. So we invested into those young guys, and I can say to you with a very clear sense of confidence that the guys are set up. It doesn't matter what it is. The cup will be celebrated at the top of the Wologisi Mountain. And we encourage all one of you, Intersport. We want to publicly say to you, we hire you for celebration. We want to be last screen. Once that as we celebrate.
We can't wait to win the cup for us, bro.
You can watch the show that actually said you have a contract on the team, and right after our celebration, you'll be one of those presidents because we love the way your analysis, we love the way you come down, and you seem to be very excellent. So we'd like for you because we would now send out after we win the cup. We're also talking about Lofians in the diaspora, Lofians across the world, over the place, and even non-Lofians. Normally when Lofa, you see Nima carry the cup, there was no celebration. When Lofa carried the cup, you know celebration is setting. It is when you see everybody get involved.
And
You talk about
the cup got tired. Coach, the cup got tired. He took the cup up to the Wologisi Mountain. It came back, cracked. You cracked the cup in returning it to Nima.
Well, yeah, that's it. I think Nima was asked to keep the cup, and she has done the honorable thing to give it back to us.
Okay, so
I want to ask you this question. I'm sorry for let's hold Chris there. We know tomorrow there's a third place match and Lofa Kickball is involved. Do you put the same amount of energy you put in the boys to playing the final on Sunday? Will that same amount of energy be placed into the girls as they take on their counterparts in the kickball third place match on tomorrow?
No, it's a heartbroken thing. We wanted to set history, and we wanted to be the only country to carry the cup, 3 times in a row. But unfortunately for us, it didn't happen. And I think that's something that really pained us. And like you see now, Lofa is back to back to the final. We don't set that record. But unfortunately for us, truth be told, we appreciate our girls. It's painful, but we want to be honest to you. Our energy is deposited on Sunday. We're trying to do everything possible. We're not taking chance. We want to have in the first 10 minutes on the field of play. We want history to be set in the first 10 minutes. So that River G
you don't have too much energy with the girls going to the third place. That's still a proud for your county.
Yeah. Our focus, we appreciate our girls. We know exactly they're going to carry it up. That's a very good thing. They're going to carry the third place. But to be told, our focus will be deposited and driven towards Sunday. We want to do everything possible, make our boss to believe that only one concentration when they get on the field of play is that Lofa needs nothing less but victory.
Coachy, let me ask you this question. How Lofa managed to attract the kind of players, top players who have a tapper playing for Lofa? How do you manage in attracting these players to don the jerseys of Lofa?
Yeah, Chris, no secret about that. It's investment. It's investment, Chris. You have to go for the best players. You have to, Sporting is about marketing. You have to make the best offer. You have to entice the player. You have to encourage them and make them know that playing for Lofa is the best choice to make. So, like I said to you, Lofa.
Well, we're still struggling to get Major Jefferson Coachy straight through to the land. The land is coming and going, cracking. And so we have to apologize as we... Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay, thank you. So you are definite with this one. Lofa are going to win their second title in 3 years. What threat do you think this River Gisa carried? How dangerous do you think they are with players like Blamo, Weah, Daniel Toe, both of them really being in form?
And there's Nathan, the likes of Chusu to play in defense.
Well, I can say to you clearly, they both we are on the team, and two, they are very amazing striker. They are, but it's unfortunate that they are encountering a side the most sophisticated they are, and so we have a defense that can contain and maintain them. And so they've been studied, and there's no doubt they've been studied. And even when we're trying to show them. When we even carry the cup, we will be negotiating that next time they will also play for Lofa. Those are the things we're looking at, especially we are.
Never cease to amaze me.
Do you
They are very
think
clear.
if Daniel Toe want to play for Lofa County?
But you always said Tape playing for Lofa, then I told him play
Yeah.
for Lofa.
So, we see Benjamin. We did that before, and you see some of our players. We told them, we told them exactly. So Lofa, look out for the best. We go out for the best among the brightest. So like we're saying to you, we make it as an open challenge. Lofa will go for you. And on River G, those 3 players, those are players that Lofa has set their eyes on. And right after the game, we make sure that we talk.
Are you the coach?
We'll make the best offer.
Are you the coach?
And then you can rest.
Real Madrid president, not a coach.
No,
You
he's
say I
not a
want a
coach.
player and spend money.
No,
But I get happy. You gotta be coach. Okay, to a very important issue. This one, how involved is Jeff Kochi with respect to Lofians turning up to watch the game? Do you have a segment or a number of supporters that you are going to personally sponsor, inside the stadium on Sunday?
Well, the base already been energized. That I can say to you, the base have been energized. A lot of people thinking, oh, Jaguar, you're not involved. No, the team has been built. It's a team. Lofa is a team. You're right. You may not see me, publicly the way things were like before. No, but the team enjoyed the full support. And most often I go to the camp and talk to the boys in their most difficult time. But truth being told, I'll be honest with you, I want to see this time. And that much we have prepared, and mentally they are prepared. And I think we need more support. We need more support from former government officials. We need more support from current government officials. Most especially Lofa is being well situated. And we're making a clearing call to all of our Lofians, women abroad. And the team is our country proud. And it is the only joy. It doesn't see religion. It doesn't see politics. It goes across. We meet, we hug, we shake hands. We forget about, of our differences and what it is. So I think it is imperative that we give it. When it's come, and interestingly, once it's come about Lofa, there's no boundaries about that. Every other things that we experience back. So we are calling on Cyrus and myself are just on the phone not too long, and we're trying to develop something hopefully tomorrow, and something very urgently, and that will be out. We call it on. I'll be having a meeting with all of our artists, all of the Lofians, those guys, the CRC, the Kobasi, the Basi Makapalo, and all of the guys. We'll be having a meeting with them tomorrow. We want to take this very seriously, and after that meeting, we will come and to see what we did not do. We will focus on preparing the team rather than the publicity. After we shall have won the cup, then we'll jump into publicity. We'll get into entertainment. We begin to carry the coloration of the team. Only Lofa know how to celebrate. No one does it better than Lofa. We're going to show you of that. But tomorrow,
how involved is the chief patron of sports? He's from Lofa County. One may say we haven't seen him that much with Lofa County, even though he is the twins' father. How involved is this chief patron of sports?
To you, I can speak to you with clarity. He had an he had an interaction last night with the team, and he had an interaction with the boys. I was on the camp. I was on my way to the camp, and I was informed that the team were making their way to him, and I think he met with the team, and I think he was able to interact with them. So I think the team is. There's no excuse for that. The team is poised for victory. We can say that to you.
Will they have an extra bonus if they win this trophy? Can you just disclose on this spot?
No.
He wants to disclose. He wants to disclose.
The measure will not disclose.
Thank you, Benjamin.
You can answer yes, but not to disclose a figure.
Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that.
But will they have an extra bonus?
Obviously, the winning bonus for every game.
I don't think you expect me to reveal some of our tactics.
That could be motivational to the players.
He will tell the players, but not on the platform.
We can tell you tomorrow. The steering committee will officially communicate, and because we want to give an itinerary and how well Lothians can go, where you can pick a stuff, where places you pass. We want to give some level of organization. And now we want to call on the organizer to take keynote on security. They need to do mode.
A very serious point.
Security. I think Sunday will be something will be overwhelming. So wherever they can do, they need to invest. And with the likes of Craig Coleman, the organizer, I think security need to be seriously taken into consideration because the enthusiasm and the momentum for the game, it seems to be shooting off the roof. So that's something we need to consider. Even though we want our people to celebrate, but we do not want anything that will come on the contrary, where people have to hurt themselves. At the last time, the thing that erupted at the SKD, we thought it was sad, and it was both ways. We condemn the violence. We also condemn the poor, officiating of the game, and we don't think things should happen in such. And Sunday will be a very big game, Lofa. So we're asking our people to go sooner. We want to make sure that Lothian, we want to make sure that the entire fee be green, so that even when the players get over there, let the guys from River G believe that they're playing for Lofa rather than playing for River G.
Will you be buying extra tickets for fans or supporters of Lofa County?
It's different for us. You don't know us. We are patriotic and nationalistic people. Lothians will buy their own ticket. We are hardworking people. When the people say the bread basket of Liberia is not something they joke about.
You think you are still the bread basket?
Of course.
So the players, focusing on our players. What would you be calling on our citizens, and we're calling our supporters to make sure that they take charge of the fee. We want to ensure that the fee is extremely low. And when you look at, we want to descend the forest on SKD on Sunday. So that
lion T-where everything finish getting again.
So let's go to our studio. Let's go. Koji, I know you want to respond. We want to go to the camp of Lofa County.
I'm sorry, Koji. We have to pause you there for a while so that we take this very short video. You'll still be on. Okay.
Just be on as we go to the camp of Lofa County to speak with few players and the coach of Lofa County ahead of this big encounter. And let us say this, that we try all we could to get River G, and Ben will talk more
we'll come there, but Trojan Kia Zulu visited the camp today of Lofa County, and he had a chance to have spoken with James Tapper, that number 10 player. Here is the interview. Well, James Dapper, captain of Lofada, speaking to Talk Sports Trojan Kiad Zulu. Do we still have Jeff Koji on the line? We're going to close up with him briefly, and then we'll talk the other side because it looks that we are painting too much a positive image and picture of Lofa, not talking much about River G. So if Mr. Koji is still there, we'll bring him back on. And if he is not there, then we'll talk the other side of the show tonight. Okay, I think the major is still there. So were you impressed with the interview with your captain? He's very optimistic and he thinks that Lofa are going to win. Well, James, captain of Lofa.
So the audio was not coming through. I think technology breakdown. The audio was not coming through.
To summarize, he's optimistic that Lofa will win. Like he said, River G is a good county. They saw that game against Grand Bassa. They play good football, but they will not overlook River G. And he's back with Lofa County to win the competition with them because the last edition he left, but now he's back as captain. He think they have all of the support to make the people of Lofa happy.
Perfect. Well spoken. So, and that's why I said to you, that's what you need mentally to have the player prepared. And so I think their mental capacity well on course. And so we want to assure the Liberian as a whole and all and Lofians in particular that let us get prepared for the celebration. And we will be coming out with the turnaround celebration, how we begin to celebrate. And give me all the online various places where the whole celebration of the cup will be. So we want to say to you, thank you for this opportunity and privilege. And we're not surprised why River G is not here. They don't want to be on record. They know exactly that the fact that people are all coming here, it is a sign to victory. There's undoubtedly victory is certain, and we want to get there. Our victory on Sunday doesn't mean that River G is not good. We're just clear that River G is meeting a side that is far better than what she is. She's a very good team. There's no doubt about that. But unfortunately, when you know somebody who is far better than where you are, the person is entitled to the day. So we think Lofa is entitled to the day. We tried our best. We set our goals for 2-0 on Sunday. That is our goal. If River G tries so hard, we'll be magnanimous and give them a goal, then it will end off in 2-1.
Okay, the last question for me, and probably Chris will end this interview with you. If I go on to win tomorrow or on Sunday, as you're predicting, fantastic. If Lofa don't win on tomorrow, will that be a disappointment with all the investments you guys have made, with all the organization losing back-to-back county meet?
I mean, that's a biased question, man. I don't believe
Why bias?
That's a biased.
Why would you say bias?
Yeah, River G, the father River G doesn't show up a thing that's victory saying. So let us see AIA and say Lofa gonna win a game, and do not get involved and say Lofa don't win. I think Lofa is prepared to win, and I don't want to settle down to say we prepared to win, and we have done everything to win. I don't think God will be unfair to us for that. Spiritually, physically, everything. So we are certain to carry the cup. So we want to leave it as it is, and not to say that we're not going to carry the cup. It will be a surprise, totally. It will be a total surprise. It will be an astonishment if Lofa doesn't carry the cup. But is that something that we foresee to be possible? I think what we see we think we get 99.1% of carrying the cup on Sunday.
Jeff, the last time your kickball coach won the title, you gave him a motorbike key that's still with him for over a year before he saw the motorbike. Now your football coach is in the final. Do you have something to give him that will stay with him for a year before he can receive it?
Why are you do the whole interview? What you want to take away the positivity of the interview?
No. You have to be on record. Do you have something extra to give the coach if he wins the competition?
If Lofa is not taking care of its coaches and what you call players, they will be the one to be trumpeting. When last have you heard that after our county meet, our players were not paid? If that is the case, then the coach will not be coaching us again. I'm trying. I even saying to you in your face, even though we're going against River G, we are forced to go for the three players, both Vias and the two. So it tells you that Lofa has better offer. And the way we offer, we have expressed our way to take care of people who work for us. We are people who understand magnanimity. We are people who are very passionate. We are compassionate about how we deal with people. So we are respectful of labor. So I want to say to you, our relationship is very cordial. And that's why you haven't heard those who work for us come into the public gear and trying to decry and say they work for the people of Lofa and they're not being taken care of. Even though, like I said to you, there are challenges, but those challenges cannot permit us to say we disrespect those who are sacrificing for our collectivity and for our singular purpose of victory. So it is time. I want to quote on this note again that we want to re-emphasize that all of the current government officials who particularly here from Lofa, we want to say to you, your contribution, your moral support is highly needed. Former government official, we also don't say because you're not in government and you cannot. You are born as a Lofian, you will be a Lofian until you expire this earth. There's no tattoo can disassociate you from your country. We want to encourage you, some of you who's not in the position we know you may not be able to give the way you used to give, but just your present, your moral support, wearing your t-shirt and just coming around to give the boys that sense of morality. I think that momentum means a lot. So we Lofians, we are very unique people. So we want to use this platform to say, come on and come on, all of you to come. I want to say, Benjamin, thank you so kindly. Chris, it is my pleasing duty to say thank you. And again, I want to say this is an amazing and an exceptional platform. We're looking forward to see how we can continue to promote and project our country for the greater good of our people. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just before we go, Momo Sarah has Wologizi FC, Jefferson Koji. Do you have plans of having a team that we'll see in the top flight or the second division that will represent Lofa?
But Momo myself work with Wologizi. It's just I'm not taking the front row. So Momo myself work very closely with Wologizi. The whole sport thing is Momo and I. So we get involved. We work very closely, but sometimes I am the political guy, so I try to take the back to so that I cannot be politicized. So most often I don't like to come to play the front row. Like now you're saying a team who you have to know his team were prepared long since. It doesn't have to see what our coach is involved or not. The balls were on camp. We have managed to placed them, we have managed to prepare them. So we're not surprised about their fantastic showman, display of what they're doing. So yeah, well, Wodokisi is our team, and it represents our country. I may not be on the field, but I can say to you, there's nothing Wodokisi is engaging to that Cyrus doesn't share with me. Senator is a very good friend of mine. We have a very good working relationship. So we trust each other. We have a mutual relationship. So on the issue of sport, we work together very closely, and that is. So we're looking at soccer. After the county meet, I think I'm trying to look what Representative Ability, when I listen to his analysis on you, I think he managed to captivate me. The only variance I have, I don't think whether we have that kind of money to give. For me, I think that is alignment is astronomical to say you can do that. But I think his concept towards the premium, allows the country. I think he has a lot of point. I would like to see stakeholder can begin to have a conversation around that. If we are very serious about sportsmanship in this country, we must begin to have the very critical and difficult conversation to yield to a mutual benefit of our country and our country in particular.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience, for being on with us more than an hour. We hope to see you on Sunday, and I just hope you can pass by our studio so we'll get a final word from you before the final starts.
Thank you. We'll be counting on your support as well. We'll be counting on your support.
All I have support to give you. We do not have support to give you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Jefferson Koji, there with us here on Sports Talk. My name is Ben Gagba. So you saw a picture of children kids there talking to the Lofa skipper, okay, Jim Stappert, and also the Lofa coach George Cisse. We make frantic efforts and spend lots of resources, okay, to get around, drive around town, to locate River G as a unit and accounted. And we got to the coach. All we could get from Daniel Sisla was that he just drilled us. In fact, he tells children that the team is now no more in Breville. The team is camping.
In Bowman?
No, the team is camping on the highway in Kema. Yeah. Then the message, boy, you can practice to community feet to the park there. Mm-hmm. He said, no, we're practicing in Bomi, but we're camping on Kema highway. And he was just like trying to dribble the guys through as if to say there is some sort of supernatural belief he has. That if he does an interview, it means that Lofa are going to win. I mean, we're so disappointed.
And I think this is so bad for our football. This is so bad for the National County Sportsmen. Give you this platform. It's a huge platform. You don't know. People may see you out there and say, this is a good coach. Like I was saying to you, I enjoyed the interview with Emmanuel Tappert.
Yeah.
Many times our players are not bold to speak like how Emmanuel Tappert spoke to children. So we should see football at another level. African magic cannot happen in football. The way you prepare, the kind of players you took to your game will help you. But to drill us through, I spoke with him this morning, and he was like, just come banjo, and we will talk to you. But even the senator of River G County, he said, I cannot come on. I want Francis Topo to come on. Talking about Bocha Segwe, Jonathan Bocha Segwe.
And he was the right person because it's a big football figure.
It's a household name in football. Mm-hmm. So to have these things coming out from a county, I don't want people to see us like we are taking side with Lofa. No,
yeah, but if
we are not. We are not.
Chris, if anybody thinks like that, it's left for you. Now that's where I can come in. And sometimes they say, oh, Ben becomes too harsh, something like that. But the behavior of the coach is complete insanity. Where in this world, the management of a television own a sporting platform in the country, put gasoline in the car, take a production manager, take a cameraman, and somebody to voice the interview, and they're riding all around town looking for
just
you. spending fuels, and then you just dribbling them, moving like and there. That's elementary.
And my thing is, you gave us all of the right to say, come. And I was the one trying to get him. We have that good relationship. It's like, your guys can come. And at the end of the day, you do such a thing.
So Daniel, why?
You cannot do this to
the big institution, big platform. Why do you behave like this,
Daniel? We sell you out.
We sell you, and we can also break you, Daniel. You're a CAF D lesson coach. I know about you too good. I know you love to coach in the county meet. I know you've got some successes, but you have to put the thoughts of superstition behind you. Okay? Don't believe in that. That is not football. If it is football for you, it is not football everywhere in the world or anywhere in the world. The media has the right to come to you to seek interview. You think if you were not in charge of River G, we'll come here calling you, say, we want to talk to you. What would we talking to you? You're not important.
Even those who play in this country, they are out of the country now. We don't go to them.
No.
We go to interview.
We want to call you because one promote you.
We don't go to Samuel Sumo. His country, Grand Cape Man, went out of the competition on the group stage. No one go to him.
Daniel, today you scored 0.
He slipped.
You're my own buzzer man.
And I think
our
coaches need to learn this.
That's what I said. The coaches need to develop.
Every game in your league, whatsoever, you should be waiting for the media to speak to you. That promotes you.
So what kind of promotion you wanna?
Who you are. What's your thoughts about football?
Oh, you just want to go on the touchdown, the beginning play their football when they win, then you jump and say you don't want to win it.
Yeah.
1 year, how you win it? 1 year where you can tell the children
with our feet well.
Let me be speaking Korokwa. I forgot about the standard English. Me, I want to, even you can't tell your Korokwa, say, me, anything. I just want to know what you can be doing, what you can tell the children, how you can tell them for you to win the game, what the 30 you can do. You don't reach, a couple of finals. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the secret. But the other day we see you enter on the field, you say Babompo, Then Bade, and a basso man.
Yeah.
Then Bade, in Zapabo, get the fear, get in none. They were saying, genuine, money battle. Don't do that thing you did again. You get all the driving all around Monrovia today for you. Daniel, that is a shame. That is shameful. That's a disgrace. You should not be finding yourself in such a position. I know you so much such that may not move you, but the truth of the matter is that it's going to get to you. I wish you good luck, and I wish Lofa good luck, but I think what you did today is a shame and disgrace. Not on the county, not on Grand Gideon, because I know they were involved with that chicanery, but you were the one that were involved. It's a shame. We have to go, Chris.
I think, like you said, you wish him the best, but I wish the best team will work out with the trophy. This was a very good production today. We'd like to say thanks to Jefferson Koji being our lone guest today. And he was so patient from around 6:50, kept on the line. And we hope to see better football, better kickball in the National County Sportsmen as we climax on Sunday.
Triple matches are on tomorrow in the early game in the kickball category. You have Bombi will be taking on last year farm winners. That's Lofa in the triple match for kickball. In the triple match for football, you have Grand Bassa, my own Grand Bassa, my brother own Grand Bassa, will be taking on Nima in the third place match. And I think this should be the repeat of the 2016 third place match at the ATS. And then the big one is on Sunday. In the early kickball game, you have Riverses up against Nima. In the 3:30 p.m. kickoff in the football category, it is River G in the final for the first time in 15 years up against Lofa, who are only seeking a second win. These two sides are met before. That was in Group C 3 years ago in Lofa County. I think that was in Voyagerman. and Lofa won in the group stage by 2-0. James Tapper was on that score sheet. We're going to close this presentation of Sports Talk with that highlight in Voyagema when Lofa defeated River G by 2-0. Until then, always remember Intel Sports Talk.
The white on the flesh is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue sea is for black people. We know Liberia is our home. The Declaration of Independence